Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have for you an updated everyday foundation routine. I am showing you all the products I use, what I do differently, because my foundation routine day to day, every day for work has changed dramatically. I have definitely minimized, for me, the amount of makeup that I use. It's still maybe a lot, and maybe some unnecessary steps that wouldn't fit you, but I am really happy with my everyday foundation routine right now. I am happy with this everyday foundation routine, and I think my last one was over a year ago that I filmed it, so this definitely needed to be updated. I'm using new products and I'm using less makeup, if that makes sense, but maybe the same amount of products, but I'm not applying as much. I've kind of changed how I've done it. So if you are interested in learning what I do now, go ahead and keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Thumbs up this video if you like it. Leave me some comments. You can check me out on my other social media sites. I don't know what side they're gonna be on, but I hope you enjoy it. Alright guys, so I'm starting with a clean face. I have my eyebrows, my eyeshadow, and lashes on. These lashes are Bougie from shopninaceleste.com. And I'm spraying this facial mist, you know, just to give my skin a little bit of moisture. And then I'm going to apply some Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer, and it's like a pore filling primer. It kind of smooths out your pores, fills them in, gives like your skin this really smooth like feel to it. So this primer gives like a really smooth finish, and the first time I pumped some out, I pumped way too much out, so you only need a little bit. So for my foundation, I'm using concealer and foundation. I'm using LA Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn, and I'm using the Maybelline Superstay. I'm using them in the shades Mocha and Warm Coconut, and I'm gonna leave everything that I use down below, so please check that out. Check out the bottom bar for all the products that I use and the shade that I use it in. So this new way that I do foundation every day is just kind of, I feel like I use way less product because I'm not doing a full face coverage of foundation and then another layer of concealer and contour and then baking, and I'm not doing all that. I'm applying concealer where I normally would apply concealer, and then I'm just adding on foundation on those other areas, and then I'm blending all those just like in one step instead of first foundation and then concealer and highlighting. I'm not doing that. I don't have time for that. I don't want to do that anymore. So for everyday foundation, this is what I've been doing. And then I'm just blending it out with a stippling brush. I sprayed the brush a little bit. But I feel like I use way less product, and it saves me time because I'm cutting down steps a little bit. This still might be a lot for some people, and this might not be enough for other people. So it's kind of like you got to figure out what works for you. And I try this out in every day, doing errands or going to work. Definitely I use this for work every day now. This is working for me and I love it. So I'm blending it out, and even though I am cutting down the steps, I'm still like a makeup lover, makeup artist at heart. So I am gonna go in with one more concealer. I am going to use well, I'll show you guys in a second, but I'm just showing you, I decided not to really cut out any of the blending time. I'm using a smaller brush to really blend out the concealer under my eye. But just in a second, I'm gonna grab my second concealer that I use just a little bit of in those areas, just to really highlight and give that look that I love. But this is one of the new things that I do. I don't do foundation all over if I'm doing every day. Full on glam, I can do another video to show you what I'll do, because that's still extra AF with a whole bunch of product and baking and beating. But for every day, I tried to simplify it. So Age Rewind concealer in caramel, you know, right under the eyes in the inner corner against the nose, and then a little tiny bit in the middle of the forehead and on the chin, and then above the lip. And I'm just blending that out, and I'm done with my face. Once I blend this out, I'm basically done with my face. I'm gonna go in and just set my face, just dust powder over it, but my face is mostly done. And just placing the lighter shades and darker shades in those certain areas, just right off the bat in one single step, just placing them in the right place, I feel like saves me so much time and saves me product. So if you guys try this out, let me know. I know this is not anything new. It is not like anything I invented, trust me. I watch a lot of artists on Facebook and IG. I love B. Marie. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, her eye work is amazing. And Taylor Made Jane. And I kind of got some inspiration from her as far as how she applies her base too. She kind of applies highlight or lighter foundation in certain areas and darker. So she kind of highlights and contours all in one too. So I kind of got some inspiration from her for doing that. Okay, so you saw I'm using the Wet n Wild contour palette, and I'm just using the yellowish side the same way you would use the Ben Nye baking powder or Sacha Buttercup. I'm just using that same brush that I blended out the concealer. I'm just packing on some of that powder. I'm not taking a sponge and picking up a whole bunch of powder and, you know, doing that full-on baking and then like cutting the cheekbone under and all that reverse contouring. I'm not doing that. Nope, not for every day. For glam, yes, but not for every day. And then so now I'm using this matte finish powder by Ruby Kisses, and I'm using two shades, Mocha and Ebony. And I'm setting the whole face with Mocha, which is a lighter shade, just dusting it on. And then I'm going to go in with Ebony, and then that will be my slight contour powder that I use after. So as I'm just dusting a little bit on all over the face, I'm going over the areas that I applied that yellow tone powder from the contour palette by Wet n Wild. And I'm just making sure everything is blended and smooth and seamless. And you know, trying to hit all angles, making sure it's all blended and smooth and seamless, and dusting away any extra powder, because even though I did not bake, I did apply it a little bit heavier than say a light dusting of powder. So I'm just really making sure it's all dusted away, and there's nothing left over. And now with the Ebony shade from that same matte finish powder by Ruby Kisses, in the shade Mocha, no, not Mocha, excuse me, Ebony, the darker shade, I am doing a light contour, just a little bit to slim my cheeks, my chubby round face a little bit, and a little bit on the sides of the nose and the forehead. I'm kind of making that face just so I can see where I want to bring that light contour in a little bit. And that's basically it for the face. I'm going to do a little spray with my facial mist, and we're done. We're mostly done. So I'm just doing that mist, and then now I'm just going to do a little blush and a little highlight. So just showing you, yep, that's the finished face, the finished everyday foundation. But I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. blush palette in dark, and I'm just mixing two of the matte blushes. They don't have any sheen or any glitter in them. And I'm doing a light, you know, giving myself a little color, a little blush, a little rouge. Right? I think that's the right word. And then I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlight with a big fan brush, because I don't want anything too intense. And I'm going with a big fan brush, and I'm going to dust it over my nose, the tops of my cheekbones, my chin, above my lip. But it's going to be really diffused and light. It's not going to be the super concentrated, blinding, IG type highlight. Since this is everyday, I've toned everything down, so it's not going to be like that. Just the light, a little glow, give them a little glow every day. So that is, now it's really, the face is finished. And then I'm just going to go in with a dark brown lip liner, and then I'm going to go in with a Milani liquid lip cream in a pinkish color. And then I'm going to go over the top of that with a nude lip gloss. So that will be the full final completed look. I know I didn't do my brows and my eyes on camera, but I will leave everything that I used down below. If you have not already, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Give a thumbs up for this video if you did like it, and leave me some comments. Talk to me. I'd love to read your comments, and leave me anything that you guys want me to film. I think I'm going to update my eyebrow routine and a few of my older videos to what I do now and what I use now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.